Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. My name's Alexa if you're new here. If not, welcome back. Today I have an exciting unboxing from the Real Real. And you probably guessed from the title of the video what this is, but I want to share with you guys the first watch that I have purchased on my own and a little bit of the story behind it. This is the first watch that I've purchased on my own that wasn't, you know, a hand-me-down or something that I've borrowed from family. So I finally have my own watch and I'm so happy because I have scoured the internet, gone to the Real Real a couple of times to check out their stock and try on watches there. I've probably been to the Real Real like 4 or 5 times to try on watches. I've gone to the Rolex store to try on watches. There's no stock at Rolex. It's really hard to get a watch there, but they do have show pieces and you can kind of get a feel for what you like and sizing. Yeah, so the Real Real does have a brick and mortar store down in SoHo, but you can also find them online. Anyway, I ended up getting a vintage Rolex and I am just so excited to finally add this to my collection. And without further ado, this is the watch. Okay, so it is a Rolex Datejust 36mm with the Jubilee bracelet and the fluted bezel and the stick markers. And then it also has the two-toned 18 karat gold and oyster steel. The year that this particular watch is from is 1990. The story behind it is I was considering either getting a Rolex or a Cartier watch. I ended up figuring out what I wanted and what was non-negotiable, and so I had tried on a bunch of Rolexes and Cartier watches at the Real Real several times plus that I've been there and that I've been at Rolex, and I have decided that I wanted a 36mm Rolex if I were to get a Rolex, and if I was to get the Cartier watch I was going to get a Cartier Panther in the extra small or the small size. Overall, the service at the Real Real has been great. I've shopped there a couple of times before and I also have tried on watches there, and every time I feel like the folks at the brick and mortar store are always super helpful. The sales associate who helped me out was very patient with me. I tried on several watches but I kept coming back to this one. She also said that this one she agreed went best with my jewelry. You know, my boyfriend who I was shopping with also was saying, you know, this was the most me watch, and I felt it in my gut that this is the one, but I wanted to try on other watches just to make sure that I was making the right choice. I think I just kind of knew in my gut after trying on so many watches and visiting the store so many times, as well as going to other stores and trying on other watches. I think I just kind of knew like this was the one for me. I did have it sized at the Real Real. They helped me out with the links. They showed me, you know, kind of the typical care and keeping and the basics of the watch, because I did tell them this was my first watch purchase. Real Real was running a promotion. Ended up getting $500 in store credit, which is going to be sent to me on November 11th that I can spend at the Real Real within a month. And so it essentially, I wouldn't say it's like a $500 discount, but it was a nice little freebie, and hopefully some of you find this helpful if you're searching for a luxury watch or if you're looking for a Rolex or a pre-loved Rolex yourself. In terms of service, they did recommend at the Real Real that Rolexes be serviced every 10 years. Typically costs around $1,000, and you can go to Rolex, but I do have a friend who is a watch connoisseur and he had recommended that I can also go to one of his local watch repair shops, and it would still cost me, you know, a pretty penny. He did say that the main difference is if you service your watch at Rolex, they will use brand new replacement parts, and if you service your watch somewhere local at one of the places that he knows and goes to, they would service my watch with original parts only. You know, like I think when you make a good purchase and you know in your heart it's a good purchase, like you don't feel too bad about it, or you don't feel bad about spending the amount of money on it. Worked really hard to get to this point in my career, and so I wanted to celebrate that with something that would bring me joy, and this watch, you know, brings me joy, so I'm really happy about that. I do weekly vlogs about my life in New York City, and I also post about my life and style on Instagram at Lexair. So hope you subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, and see you in the next one. Bye.